What's up everyone, it's the Munch and welcome back to the Pokemon Uranium Nuzlocke. Last episode we took down Professor Larkspur and rescued the hero of Pokemon, Garlickid himself, from the clutches of evil. So here is Garlickid, the awesome grass and fighting type. At level 50 is actually our highest level team member now, so I will be adding Garlickid over to the party and he'll be joining the rest of our squad, as today we are actually going to be heading off to the 7th Gym City. We've got quite a trek ahead of us because there's a snowy area up ahead and we are getting so close to where I actually was at the previous playthrough of this game in the demo version. So I am so excited that we're almost there, and if you guys are excited as well, make sure to hit that like button and show your support, and let's get to it because we are gonna make our way through the Lanthanite cave. And we actually get to catch a new Pokemon here as well because of course it is a new area, so hopefully we can get something nice and icy. Probably gonna be icy because there's mostly ice types coming up ahead, as I just said. And the first Pokemon we run into is actually gonna be Larva at level 43. That is actually really high level, but I have no idea what type this Pokemon here actually is, so I'm hoping that maybe a Psybeam doesn't kill it though. I'm gonna cross my fingers because it might just do a little bit too much damage. Wow, that was actually perfect, and it goes for the Ice Ball, so obviously this thing is at least half Ice type, but it looks like it would be a Bug type. That's actually probably what it is, Bug and Ice type, so not really gonna be the best typing, I think, but definitely high level, so in case we ever need a Pokemon, or we're in desperate need, like we lose too many of ours. Are you kidding me? I thought that was for sure gonna catch on the first try, but in case we ever need somebody, I guess we could always have Larva in the PC chillin', you know, but we actually have quite a collection of Pokemon now in the PC. After a couple of episodes ago, we literally had nothing. It was so tragic, but I guess now we're actually building up a decent amount of Pokemon in the PC, but that's not to say that we should actually let anybody die. I'm going to try my best to keep everybody alive, but finally we caught the Larva there. So we're going to go ahead and add that to the Pokedex. Indeed, it is a Bug and Ice type, and I can't really think of a nickname for it. I was looking at it and trying to come up with one, but really nothing came to mind, so we're just going to forget about that. And oh my gosh, it's another wild Larva already. Same level even as the one that we just got. I just realized this thing is almost as high level as we are. That is not a good sign. Like, when our Pokemon are the same level as the wild ones, you are definitely under-leveled, man. So maybe in between episodes, actually definitely between episodes, I will be doing some training because finally we actually get an area where Simba is actually going to be super helpful. So I think I'm actually going to put Simba up first and give over that EXP share, or sorry, the Lucky Egg. I always say the Lucky Egg and EXP share. I get them confused for some reason. But yeah, let's go ahead and give that over. And I just realized we're actually also in another new area, so we can totally catch a new Pokemon here. I'm cold. Let's warm up with a Pokemon battle. I'm actually a little bit cold too. I stepped outside a little bit ago, like right before starting off this episode, and it is actually getting really cold outside. Maybe because it rained all day today, but still, winter is actually coming, and I'm pretty excited because, I don't know, I personally don't really mind the winter time, but I just realized what we're up against, and this is definitely not a Pokemon that we want to take lightly, so I think I'm gonna have to get out of here for now, though I don't really have anybody to switch into except for Garlickid, actually. Garlickid might not be too bad against this bar yet, because I just realized, at least last episode, we struggled against one of these because so many of our Pokemon seem to be weak to it, but now that we've got Garlickid, that is definitely a fighting type, and because this, oh wow, that actually hurt a lot more than I thought it would. Well, I'm not sure what you're necessarily going for, but I do know that Garlickid has Drain Punch, and because this thing is a half Dark type, unless it would have been faster there, holy crap, I don't know why I risked that actually, but wow, a critical hit too. Takes it down in one hit. And that is the perfect first battle there from the Onion Kid himself. Or at least, actually, he's Garlic, but he looks like Onion to me also. I don't know. Maybe Garlic and Onion look kind of similar, but I really like Garlic Kid's back sprite. It's so cool and fierce how he's just standing there like waiting to battle. But Remy is actually learning a new attack here in Knockoff, 65 power. So I guess either one of these actually could go. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Bite because Thief and Knockoff actually, I just realized that Thief and Knockoff, sorry, they're like opposites of each other. Like, I guess one steals the item, the other one literally knocks it away. So not really opposites, but kind of similar, I guess, in that they interact with the item of the Pokemon. But the next Pokemon coming out here for this guy, Conka, is actually going to be Gararule, which I knew is definitely that rock and steel type. So finally, something that Simba can actually battle, because I realized I was expecting an ice type when we came out here, but that guy totally had a fighting type. a little bit weird. He says Frosty. Don't know if you mean like how it is outside, or are you trying to like advertise Wendy's right now? Like, Frosties from Wendy's are actually pretty good though, not gonna lie. The abilities Thick Fat and Fur Coat are defensive. Thick Fat halves damage from fire and ice types, and Fur Coat halves damage from physical attacks. Use strategy when attacking Pokemon with these abilities. Not sure if this sign, well, it's obviously telling us that something around here is probably gonna have one of those abilities. And right over here we've got a little icy puzzle that I totally messed up, but it's alright because it's not really that tough or anything. Looks like we've got another trainer over here. Whoa, dude, this ice is like totally slippery. Yeah, ice kind of tends to be that way, bro. And this guy's name is really Everest. Dude's trying to climb Mount Everest and he doesn't even know that ice is slippery. Like, come on, dude. Can you get with the program, please? Because I'm not buying it. This guy. Maybe he was just named after Mount Everest and it's like, well, I might as well train ice-type Pokemon, you know? It's like, it's almost he was destined to, but Flamethrower definitely one-shots his Glaceon there. That thing was way higher level than Simba too. Well, not way higher, but I guess we're pretty under-leveled. So I will definitely be doing some training in the next few episodes. I'm actually not sure what this next Pokemon is, but oh my gosh. How do I always seem to forget this thing's name? Now this thing is actually a half ice type, but pretty sure it's also half water type. So I'm not sure what it's going to go for, but I certainly hope it's not a water type attack. I was about to say agua type, but agua is definitely water in Spanish, and it actually went for, wow. It froze us. That's not good. Well, I don't think we could take another Ice Beam anyway, and I'm not sure that anybody else really can either, but I guess maybe Romano could actually take an Ice Beam. And actually, if this thing is half ice type, Rock is definitely super effective against ice. So Romano's got that ancient power. Maybe he'll be able to do a little something with that. But first off, the Ice Beam hits us straight to the face. That actually hurt a lot more than I thought, but let's see how much our ancient power can do against this thing. Hoping that it does a good amount because ancient power hasn't been the strongest attack recently, to be honest. And as you guys see there, didn't really do too much damage here either. So already we're going to have to heal up. But hey, at least the Ice Beam doesn't really do too much to us. So Romano can definitely sit here and like take a couple of hits. At least I think he can. Unless we get frozen. Then again, I don't think ice types can actually get frozen. So I don't know. But I'm going to go for a strength because that ancient power definitely didn't do enough. And we just heard like Romano's cry right there or something. Oh gosh, what? Oh, it missed. Okay. I don't know why I got scared of that, but strength actually did less damage than ancient power even, so maybe another ancient power will finish it off, and indeed it does. So Romano coming through with a battle, finally winning one. I love it, bro. Not sure that Romano is really going to be too helpful against the upcoming gym, because it is going to be an ice type gym, but we'll definitely at least be able to tank up some hits. Well, not really actually. That Ice Beam was still doing a good amount to Romano. Only the toughest can make it through the mountain. Well, we're going to prove that we're definitely part of the toughest because so far, this honestly hasn't been the worst. And was that chick's name really Rely? Because, oh gosh. Well, we are frozen and half HP in front of this Titan Ice. So I definitely need to heal up right now. Thankfully, we have a full restore. I'm actually not sure what this thing is going to go for, but hopefully nothing too strong against Simba. Icicle Crash, actually. That is probably going to hurt. Not too much, actually. Not as bad as I thought. Oh, but of course the hail is still here. And Ice Body. What the heck? Alright, well, I don't know. I don't even know what Ice Body is. I guess it might heal him every time he gets hit by hail or something like that. But goes down in one hit, so don't even have to worry about it. But, what was I just talking about? Oh, yeah, that chick's name was Rely. Is that just me, or is it named after the League of Legends item? And are you kidding me? Another Baria is coming out. Okay, well, Garlic Kid was actually able to do pretty well against it last time, so I'm hoping that Garlic Kid can pull through again. That would be awesome. So let's see if we can do it. But yeah, that chick's name is definitely Rely. And at least as far as I know, Rely is actually the name of a League of Legends item, which is kind of icy actually. It slows people down, so maybe that's why this person is named Rely. Or maybe Rely is the name of something else that has to do with ice that I never knew about. But the Cross Chop is coming through. And it actually didn't do that much damage this time around. And the hail doesn't quite finish him off either, but thankfully we've actually got Mach Punch, so even if you had a priority move of your own Baryet, I would have you either way with this Mach Punch, so no slipping out of my hands today, bro. And that's it for Rely. This was a worthy defeat. Alright, now I really need to know, is your name after League of Legends, or are you just Are you just, I don't know, rely for some reason? Anyway, this is actually our first encounter for this route. I almost forgot about it, but we actually get to catch this little guy, Puffluff here. So cute. Actually, looks like a pure ice type, I guess, but what the heck are we going to send in to battle this thing? I guess Romano would probably be our best bet. I don't know what type of moves this thing is going to have or what it's going to do, but I'm going to assume that an Icicle Crash is probably not going to kill it, especially after it uses Cotton Guard. Yeah, that is, wow, it rose this defense drastically. Does that mean 3 stages? Because I know that sharply means 2 stages, so does drastically mean like 3? That would be insane if it does. And it tries to baton pass too. That's cute right there. So hopefully we don't get a critical hit here. Wow, we actually miss our strength. What? It's a little bit weird. I think strength is 100% accuracy, so I'm not sure what happened there. But let's go for our Ultra Ball then. Considering we missed, I don't feel like waiting around for another turn. So the 1 shake, the 2 shake, the 3, and wow. Just like that other Pokemon, at least I think that other Pokemon also escaped at 3 shakes. This little Puffluff is also going to escape here. And another Iron Defense. That means that this strength, even with a critical hit, will probably not kill it. So I'm totally going to go for it. And you've got Flail. That's really your best attack. That's your best choice of defense here. Alright, well, hopefully this time around the Ultra Ball works out because a little bit lower HP, so it should definitely work here. But not quite as high level as the other Pokemon that we caught. I'm actually really curious what typing this thing is though, because it might be a little bit more helpful against the Ice type gym. But Puffluff has been caught. And wow, Ice and Fairy type, what? That is actually a really awesome typing, especially considering a Dragon and Ice gym is coming up. I don't really have a nickname for you though, unfortunately Puffluff. Couldn't really come up with one on the spot, but that is an awesome Pokemon to catch right there as the first in this route, and might actually be worth training up for the upcoming gym, considering it's an Ice Fairy and the next gym is Ice Dragon, so would definitely be good to have some fairies around to take those down. Actually also fighting type, rock type, so we might not be in such a bad shape for the next gym actually. Hey you, which side are you on? Don't know what you're asking about, but I guess we're taking on Dragon Tamer Kim and his Fopper. Speaking of, this is actually the Pokemon I've been waiting for this whole time. This is the gym leader's Pokemon right here, or at least its evolution is. But we are definitely not in shape to take this thing on, and actually, I don't think we can take this thing on either way because it is an Ice and Dragon type. And that means that our fire attacks, it's actually going to resist them. And oh my gosh, you've got Rockslide. Of course you've got Rockslide. Holy crap. That actually hurt a lot as well. So I'm not sure what I'm really going to go for here. But I guess Garlicid would actually not be too bad. Romano might not be too bad either, actually. I'm going to go for my boy Romano here, because I'm actually not sure what to go for either way. But I don't know, man, because Simba won't do too much. I think these things might also have that ability. I don't know if Thick Fat or the other one, but definitely gonna make those fire moves do a little bit less. And are you kidding me? Romano is actually weak to rock type as well. How could I forget that ice type is weak to rock? I thought that maybe because rock would resist rock, that it would be neutral effective, but I guess not. And this thing now goes for Ice Beam actually, so a little bit weird. Not sure why you wouldn't keep going for your, you know, ancient powers or whatever you were going for earlier, but I've got, or wait, no, not, what? I have ancient power. Rockslide, that's what I meant to say, but ancient power, as you guys saw there, doesn't actually do very much damage, and now he's very much deciding to go back for those, rock slides there, so let's go for the strength instead. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Wow, that actually does nothing as well, and I really hope you don't get a critical hit. That would just be so sad, but what the heck, man, this sucks, because I don't think I can even bring in, like, Garlicid, because this thing has Ice Beam, and it's got Rock Slide. I mean, I guess Rock Slide wouldn't be too bad on against Garlicid, but I don't really want to risk bringing out Garlicid to get, you know, Ice Beamed, I guess. So we'll go for another Ancient Power, and hopefully Romano can take this guy down eventually. I know it's going to take a while, considering how little damage Ancient Power is doing, but we can do it eventually, and eventually is good enough for me, because I don't want anybody dying right now. So actually, what the heck? I only have one more PP on Ancient Power anyway, but he decides to switch out for some reason. So I guess we'll Ancient Power this one instead. And I am now out of PP, I'm pretty sure. Yep, so what am I supposed to do now? I guess we could Strength and see how much that does, but Considering it didn't do that much last time to the other one, I guess, yeah, it's probably not going to do too much there. And we are cutting it close right now, man. Like, these rock slides are hurting. I don't think I should be tanking up any more of them. So let's heal up Romano to full HP, and then, I don't know, man, I guess we'll try to bring out Garlic Kid. And that critical hit tells me that it is time to switch out. So Garlic Kid, let's see how much damage you actually take from a rock slide. Now imagine this thing actually goes for the Ice Beam. That would be, oh my gosh, I don't even want to say it because I already know what I'm going to say. But the rock slide comes through and it's not very effective. Thank goodness, because we are actually a fighting type. So I think that a Drain Punch should definitely finish this guy off. But if it doesn't and he goes Ice Beam, then yeah, it is going to be pretty sad. But it does take it out in one hit. And we actually get back to full HP with that. So pretty nice stuff. At least we got Garlic Kid out here. I don't know why I didn't try to do this earlier. Would have probably saved a lot of time, but whatever now. What are you trying to bring out next, bro? Oh, the Foffer is coming back out. That is exactly what I was hoping for, because we get to knock yet another one down. Don't know why you brought this out, bro, but you did, and you messed up. So now another Foffer goes down. And what other Pokemon does this guy even have? Because I know that he was a Dragon Tamer, and he just had 2 of the same ones so far. So I'm a little bit curious what other dragons this dude is going to bring out, as the next one is actually Barand. Pretty sure that's just the hand dragon. You know, I always call it the hand dragon, so we should know what it is at this point. So Romano, you need to come back out here, bro, because this is finally the moment you've been waiting for, dude. The moment in which you finally take out your own dragon type, except that we're at half HP, so not really, but hopefully it doesn't have anything super effective against us. That would suck. I'm actually curious, though. Let's see what he goes for. Dragon Rush. Oh, no! I don't think that should hurt us too bad, though. Or it'll hurt us a lot, because it was a critical hit, actually. Alright, well, I don't think another one will kill us, so let's go for the Icicle Spear, and he's actually going to miss anyway, so that's pretty good for us. Icicle Spear, that'll probably kill it in one hit, right? Well, not one hit, but it's a multi-hit move, so its multi-hits will take it out. And thank you, Romano, Base Romano, you finally took down a dragon. That proves to me that you're good enough to take on the gym leader now. Except the next Pokemon coming out is actually Tracton, which I remember is actually the Dragon and Steel type. So this time around, since we've got Garlic Kid, it's a little bit easier to take down though, because last time I think our only shot was Dig on Archeles, but this time we've got the Drain Punch, so let's go for that. I kind of wish that we were slower though, because then we'd actually be using the Drain Punch more effectively, but never mind, because we one-shot him. Holy crap. Drain Punch is actually that strong. Or maybe just Garlic Kid, because he's level 50, but either way, that was crazy. And final Pokemon is going to be Turlard, which is definitely Ice and Dragon, or sorry, Ground and Dragon, so Ice should kill it in one hit for sure. We even have Ice Shard. I think an Ice Shard would honestly kill it in one hit. Like, as weak as Ice Shard actually is, I feel like it would still kill it in one hit. But, oh my god, maybe I should have gone Ice Shard, because this thing went Earthquake. And Romano lives with 3 HP. Holy moly, I should have probably just gone Ice Shard, but I didn't. Maybe it wouldn't have killed it, actually, but that was way too close for comfort, dude. Thankfully, Romano doesn't take hail damage, because otherwise Romano would have been dead right there to the hail. Holy crap. Hail to the king, dude. Romano is the new king. That was amazing. But I guess with that guy taken down there, I'm actually not sure where we're going next, but I do think we need to spray a repel, because I don't really feel like running into any more wild Pokemon. And we definitely need to heal up, because yeah, Romano, that was cutting it a little close there. So let's keep on trekking through here. That is if we can, oh, we could actually squeeze right through there. I didn't think we could, but another sliding rock puzzle thingy, whatever you call these, slip and sliding all across the ice. Where am I actually supposed to go with this, by the way? Like over here? Maybe? There's definitely an item in the corner. TM77, and I don't think we actually battled this trainer up here. How do we get up there? I'm not really sure, but I think I might have figured it out, but I'm not sure. But I think if we go this way, then down here, and ba-bam, we did solve it. Nice. Just took a little bit of, you know, critical thinking, I guess. Actually, all I did was like try to visualize it backwards, and then it made perfect sense. But Puffluff and Puffluff are coming out. And these are the little ice fairies that we just caught, of course, so should definitely die to some flamethrowers. If I'm not mistaken, fairy type is not very effective against fire, but fire is definitely normal against fairies. So actually, I'm a little bit scared though with Jello being out here against 2 ice type Pokemon. So maybe it'd be smarter to bring Brainor out here. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. Might feel like a little bit safer this way, because I don't know what these things are going to go for, but I guess we're going to find out right now what ours could be capable of as well if we try to train it up. I don't know what this thing actually even evolves into though, but I have a feeling that this is the Pokemon I remember evolves into different stuff depending on its gender, so I don't know if this is it, or if it was based on gender or something else, but we'll definitely find out here in just a little bit, as we apparently get Frozen Solid. Great! Every Pokemon I bring out here just gets Frozen Solid, it seems like. That's not good. But, oh, there it is. So, Andorin, it looks like, is one of the possible evolutions of this thing. I know that it's got a split evolution somehow, but I actually don't remember, like, exactly how it works. I also don't really feel like using a full heal or a freeze heal or whatever they're called. What is actually the item that heals ice called? Burn heal? No, burn heal is for fire. What am I saying? I guess it is just called an ice heal, or what? Is it a freeze heal? Dude, how can I not think of the name of this item right now? What the heck? I guess it doesn't matter because Brainor is actually learning Psychic right now, and we've been waiting for so long to get that attack that I kind of forgot about it, but we finally got the Psychic, and that is awesome. Definitely a better attack than Psybeam at least, so I'm pretty happy about that one. And the Blizzard comes through from the Soft Puff. I keep wanting to say Slurpuff, but it's Puffluff. I wonder if this people actually have another Pokemon, because I really want to see if they have like both of the possible evolutions, and it looks like they do. So Alpico is coming out. Actually, now I don't know if it is a split evolution or what it actually is, but definitely still an ice type, definitely weak to fire, so gonna probably go down in one hit there. Critical hit, not sure if it was like necessary, but whatever, it goes down. That thing had like Lopunny's Cry too. Is it Lopunny? I think it is Lopunny, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, Aurora Beam had a super funky animation right there. I don't know what was up with that, but I guess it was symbolizing the Aurora Borealis, you know, the northern lights. Kind of looked like it. Had the whole spectrum right there. But Brainor is yet to break away from its freeze, so at least this is the final Pokemon though, so unless this flamethrower missed somehow, we are good. This is it. I think it's over at least. Yeah, it's over. I was like, what if that Puffluff actually survived somehow and like blizzard us and somehow killed Simba? Would have been pretty sad, but we took her down. I just realized that was actually just a straight up double battle. I thought that maybe we were taking on two trainers at once, like a multi-battle, but I guess it was just a double. Anyway, we got another big ice lake over here. Hopefully no rock puzzle. Oh no, there is a sliding rock puzzle. Of course there is. Or maybe there isn't, because it looks like up there is the exit already, but I guess we'll take a second to explore what's around here, because I don't really feel like battling that trainer just yet. I actually like doing the sliding puzzles, even though I was just hating on them a second ago. But got a nugget over here, and let's see if we can figure this one out to get to this item. Oh, barely didn't. Oh wait, no, we still did. Alright, what lurks in the middle? TM85 for Dream Eater. That's a pretty nice one, man. Not sure that I'm really going to use it because I don't like Rest, or I guess that's the only attack you can really make use of it with. Or a berry. Wait, no, is there anything else that puts you to sleep? I don't know, but let's battle this dude now for sure. Only the toughest can make it through the mountain. Bro, didn't somebody else already say that here? I'm sensing a little deja vu. I thought maybe this was the same hiker here, but turns out it's a different guy, and it is Logan. They're not even hikers, by the way. They're called something else, but I already forgot what it was. So he is going to have Dermafrost, which we definitely have one of our own. I feel like Brainor is actually the only thing we could go for here, but Brainor is kind of frozen right now, so hopefully it does go for a rock attack that doesn't kill us. Actually, why did I say that? A rock attack will probably kill us right now. Oh my gosh. Woo! Oh no, wait! Oh, holy crap! Oh my gosh! My heart just skipped 2 beats right there because I was like, bro, wait a second, we got this, but wait, there's more because I forgot about the hail. But okay, now we know that Stone Edge doesn't actually do a terrible amount of damage. Why the heck would you go for Sheer Cold? Oh my god! The fact that this thing even has Sheer Cold. Like, what the heck, dude? I just want to put it to sleep now, but we can't really do that, so do I go for the full heal or do I risk getting Sheer Colded right now? We have our Lava Cookie, that'll heal anything. We also have regular full heals, but I guess I'm gonna risk it. I would rather this than stay frozen and lose. Please don't use Sheer Cold again. Oh my gosh, he's actually trying to go for it, guys. This is so freaking nerve wracking. Oh my god, I hope. What the heck? No! 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 How is it faster than us? Come on, man. Oh man, the one hit KO. Okay, well, I suppose we still have Garlickid we can go for. I mean, I guess he could still get Sheer Colded. We probably should have just switched into Garlickid beforehand because this thing is 4 times weak to Garlickid. Oh my gosh, it actually didn't kill it. Watch it get another Sheer Cold here. Oh, it's got Ice Punch. Of course, it doesn't even need the Sheer Cold. Thankfully, Garlickid doesn't die from that. But oh my gosh, guys. We just lost Brainor. And to a freaking Sheer Cold nonetheless. Oh my gosh. That is that is probably the worst way to go right there, is I couldn't even do anything about it. That was a worthy defeat. Sure, whatever you say, Logan. That was just, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened right there. But Brainor, our brain fish, after taking out a couple of our Pokemon in the wild, we got our own Brainor, and now we've lost our own Brainor, and I can't believe that once again on the last trainer of a route, we lost a Pokemon. Bro, they totally gave that guy Sheer Cold on purpose. Like, that is meant for the Nuzlocke right there. That's a Nuzlocke killer. We made it to Snowbank Town though, which is actually the last town in the previous demo of the game, but now that the full version of the game is out, which is what we're playing right now, we can definitely keep going past the 7th gym and beyond, but that is going to be something for next episode because I can't keep going after that tragic loss. Feel free to express your sadness for Brainor in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next episode.